All right, guys, I'm here. Hi. Welcome on in. How's it going? I'm late because I spilled coffee all over my desk, so that was fun. And all over me. And all over my floor. Um, I think everything's fine. I think we got it all cleaned up. I feel sticky. I had to change. Everything's great, but we're here. Hi, welcome. Are you ready to crochet with me? Because I'm ready to crochet. Oh my god. But hi, hello. How was everybody's Whip Wednesday? Oh, I did forget to put that in there, didn't I? Oh, I'm mad that one. Whip Wednesday. I felt like it was the perfect time for us to make some pumpkins. I thought it was a great day to make some pumpkins. And we're going to do that. Now, I have one of my cute little simple pumpkins out. I don't know where the rest of them are. I feel like I'm missing a whole box of fall decorations. I gotta figure out where those are. And I have a feeling it's like a crafty box. And I'm like, where the heck is this? So I don't know where the rest of them are, but I have this pumpkin. Yay. So I have at least something. I think I'm gonna do it in this style, but with different stitches, because I think it'll be really fun. So I have a few different ways that we're going to do these. I have a couple different patterns that I'm looking at, because I was just like, why not? Let's see if we can't make a bunch and make a cute little pumpkin patch. And then I have a ton of colors on my desk right now. I tried to go with like fall-y colors. I have like a muted like mustard yellow, I have some gray, I have some green, I have orange, of course, I have reds, I even have a blue and a purple for no reason whatsoever, but I was just like, screw it, let's just go with fun colors. So I think we'll make some pumpkins, we'll have some fun, and we'll just go from there. What do you guys think? Sound good? I think so too. I just gotta get started because now I'm stressed out from the fact that I spilled coffee everywhere. Because seriously, like, why do I have to do that? Why does coffee just have to go everywhere? Also, hi. Hi, Maura. How's it going? Welcome on in. Oh my gosh, getting those streaks continuing. You gotta keep those streaks up. I like this little guy. I don't think I grabbed brown. I might have to grab brown quick, so we can make the stems. It's like the only color I didn't grab. Yeah. It's fine. Alright. You gotta keep streaking. That's the point. Yes. I agree. That's what it's all about, is the streaks, right? Let's go. Alright, before I embarrass myself, let's head to the desk view here. Let's get ourselves set up. Of course, if we do use a pattern and you guys are interested in it, I will share that with you. You know what? Don't I have... Why do I feel like I haven't used this in forever? Why does it feel like I haven't streamed in forever all of a sudden? I think I've gone insane. It's fine. I can handle that, right? Maybe... which one do we want to start with? So I have one that is the wheat stitch. It's kind of got like these little V's in it. It looks really cute. Then there's also a granny square pumpkin. And then I thought there was a third one. Oh, I was going to use the star stitch and make a star stitch pumpkin. So those are the three that I was thinking about doing. I don't know how long they'll take. I guess we'll find out. We'll see which ones we end up doing. I kind of want to do the wheat stitch one, though, because I think that one looks really pretty. What? Chat commands. There we go. That's what I wanted. Da-da-da-da. I'm going to give you guys links every time I change, because I think it'll just be a little bit easier that way. So it's not quite a pattern for this one. It's just going to be the stitch. But I think that makes the most sense. So this one is the wheat stitch. Since I've been playing around with a bunch of different stitches and I'm making swatches, and I want to make swatches and different stitches and different motifs, and I have so many things going on. I'm very excited. But why not? Why not? And then I pattern tested for someone last night, and it was great. It's actually, you know what? It was nice. It was like a very last minute thing, and I was just like, screw it. Yeah, let's go. I got this. And then like we were watching TV, and I was like, and I had my light on. Of course, I decided to crochet with dark colors. I had like a dark purple and a dark blue and a black. And I'm like, we had the lights off because we were watching a show, and I had my little light on, and I'm pattern testing, making notes. I'm like, I'm ridiculous. I'm a ridiculous person, but I like doing it. It's fun. And it's a cute motif. So you guys will get to see that as well. All right, so that is there in case you're interested. I was kind of thinking this one would be fun, and then do we want to do like a bunch of different colors? I have like a green. We could do the orange. Then I have like this dark red, which I think is really pretty. It's got like black and red specks in it. I don't know. I really like this color. Or like a really brighter red color could be kind of fun. Of course, everything's covered in Harvey hair, because of course it is. I don't know. I'm debating between these two now. I guess maybe the brighter red is a bit more fun. But I figured it would be mostly this color, and then you'd have like the actual wheat stitch that's like the V would be in these brighter colors. I kind of thought that would be the way to do it. Just thinking. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because we are going to have some fun. I also have like a really fun like multicolored one that we could try. But I said, screw it. Let's go. We're going to have a fun time with this. I also have this purple. Anyways, put that back. Put that here. I think we're going to go with these three. See, I also have the yellow, and the yellow looks really nice with it, too. It feels very harvesty. You know, that's kind of what I was going for, like that harvesty colors. Ooh. Bumping into everything. I think I'm just a klutz today. I think it's a klutzy day. I think it's a klutzy, clumsy day. Fine. We can deal with it, right? Can handle this. Anyways. Anybody make some pumpkins for the season? I always feel like I should. Even if I have too many pumpkins as it is, I always like, I want to make more pumpkins for the season because it's more fun that way. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this. You go here. Get out of the way. Put those there. And we're going to start off with our cream. And if you haven't done the wheat stitch, I will help you with that today. I will teach you it. I will make you understand it. And hopefully you'll like it. Because I think it's a really pretty one, honestly. I think you could use it in a lot of different things. So let's see. Oh, what is the multiplier on this one? I think it's I want to say it's just a 2 plus 1. Yeah, it's a 2 plus 1 multiplier. So that's not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll chain like 25. I think that's fair. We can see how long that is. I have a little thing. See if 25 is long enough. Let's see. And of course, if any of you guys are also working on some fun projects for Whip Wednesday, let us know what you're working on. What are we doing together? Would love to hear about it. This is about like 7 inches. That's not bad. I think 7 inches is fine. That'll make a decent sized pumpkin. It's not like teeny, you know, it's not a teeny tiny pumpkin. We could even make it where it's like we could make the tiered pumpkin. That's also a possibility. Okay. So for this one, we're going to do single crochets. for the first 2 rows. And this is going to be the wheat stitch. I saw a pumpkin made with this. I was like, oh, it's a wheat stitch. I'm like, see, I want this where I'm going to be making fun stuff with different stitches and things. So I was like, oh, that's kind of perfect. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to use the wheat stitch and we'll make a fun pumpkin together. I'm okay with this. But I like the idea of making a bunch of different pumpkins with different stitches. Like this, I think this is just double crochets. So this is just like back loop double crochet pumpkin, right? Very simple, very fun. It's one of those that's like nice and easy to whip up. And I feel like, you know, even with like a different stitch, it should be still nice and easy to whip up. My hand looks puffy for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, no. Oh, this morning was ridiculous. So I even looked up the weather. I say it's ridiculous, and it's just a silly anecdote to tell you guys about. But I usually walk or run with Harvey every morning pretty early. And we went pretty early today. A little earlier than normal because I was just like, good, we're going to get up. We're going to get going. It's going to be great. The weather looks fine. It's a little overcast, but no big deal. It doesn't say it's going to rain. Well, the weather was wrong. It did rain. So we were going to just walk today. And then partway through, I was like, you know what? Why don't we run, Harvey? Just in case this gets worse. Because it was kind of just drizzling. And then it got more rainy as we went on. So I was like, I'm glad we made it into a run just so we could get back a little sooner. So on this row, we are doing single crochets in the back loop. Whoopsies. There we go. So if you wanted to follow along, I'm currently using a 5mm hook. I'm using some worsted yarn, so a 4. And I chained 25. First row was single crochets across from the second chain from the hook, and then all the way across. And then on the second row, we are doing single crochets in the back loop all the way across. See, it's nice and stretchy already. I like it. Okay, so now with the pattern, this is, like, you could put the color here. You could have the full thing, one color. That's why I'm wondering, like, oh, should we make a small one where it's just this plain color, and then we can have, I don't know, 2 tones on the other ones? Like, we could do an orange and red, and then it, like, stripes that way. And then on the next one, we could do, like, the yellow and the sage green. Like, the mustard and sage green could be really pretty together. I think that might actually be kind of fun. I don't know. We could try it. If you like that idea. All right, so let's see. I want to make sure I have that wheat stitch up. Because this is pretty much where you're going to actually make it. We'll go with the orange. Where's the end? I've lost the end. Is this it? Ah, there we go. My cakes are falling apart a little bit. That's fine. No biggie. So we'll add on our color. And I'm just going to take the other strands through with me instead of having to sew them in. All right. So we're going to want to do a single crochet first. We're going to skip that next loop. We're going to single crochet again. Now, we're going to go backwards. So that stitch that you just skipped, you're going to do a puff stitch. So yarn over, go through the loop. Yarn over, come back out. You have 3 loops on your hook. Do it again. Yarn over, go through, yarn over, bring it out. Now you have 5 loops, and you're going to yarn over and pull it through all of those loops. I don't really want to do that. Okay, that's fine. So you have your little puff stitch. Does this person? I'm going to check. Because sometimes you will, do an extra chain to pull them all together. Otherwise, you just kind of leave it like this, where it's open, and then you continue on. I think this person actually might. They do a modified one. Should we do the modified one? I guess since this is the person, I guess I can do that. No, it's the same, because that's 3, and then we do it again. Yeah, so we have the 5 loops. Okay, good. Got confused. This is what happens. Oh my gosh. All right, so we have our puff stitch. We're going to skip the next stitch, single crochet, puff stitch again in the skipped stitch. And we're going to do this all the way across. Just like that. Skip, single, go back to skip, puff. And this is going to be the wheat stitch. I love doing new stitches. I love like playing around with stitches and doing ones that I haven't done in a while, or trying out and seeing what I like with it and what I can make with it. Obviously, I mean, when we were working on the one, my silly massive project on Sunday, I feel like it's a massive project. I don't know why, but I feel like that kind of proves I like to use fun stitches or try out stuff and mix and match and get them all to work together. I do want to continue working on that one, because I feel like we were getting in a good rhythm there too, which is great. Get that one completed. There we go. So I'm going to end up doing 2 rows of the orange so that the V is the color, and then it goes back to our neutral. And it kind of shows off the stitch a little bit better for us too, which is kind of fun. There we go. That's not that one, that's the skipped one. There we go. Skip that stitch. Don't forget to skip it, or otherwise your puff stitch isn't going to go in the right place. Whole idea is it's pretty much shaping that row so it looks really cute. And the idea with how we're making our pumpkin is it's going to be a big old rectangle, and then you're going to sew it together to have it actually become a pumpkin. So there you go. Oh, did my camera stop? Hello? Hold on a second, because it seems like everything decided to just go slow and weird. Why did Harvey's camera pop up? What is going on? Something funky happened. Hello? Yeah, it like locked up. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a second. There we go. That's working. Good. Very good. Just in case. Apparently I'm going to have technical difficulties today. I don't want technical difficulties today. Everything good now? It feels a little laggy, but I think we're going to be all right. But anyways, here we go. Here's our stitch. This is where we're at. So with this one, I should cut this guy. Get him out of the way. Because we're going to continue with our orange. And we're going to repeat that same row, by the way. So you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to skip. And then go back and make a puff stitch. Make sure I'm going into the right area. There we go. Single puff stitch. I like pumpkins. We were talking about this yesterday. I like making pumpkins and like a bit more seasonal objects versus like holiday specific, just so that I feel like they can be out longer during those seasons. I guess that's just a me thing. So like pumpkins are, to me, like they can be out for a few months versus just where it's like just Halloween, it's going to be like just, I don't know, a couple weeks or just October. I don't know. Maybe you guys like to keep all your Halloween stuff out a lot longer. But for me, I'm like, I like to have it out for only so long. Because it becomes too much. But I guess Halloween also isn't one of my favorite holidays. It's fine. It's good. I like the season. But I don't usually do a ton for Halloween specific. Why do these keep doing this? I haven't had issues like this in a while. What is going on? It like caught up all of a sudden. I'm gonna reactivate it and hopefully that'll help, but oh boy. It's one of those days, isn't it? I mean, I think it is one of those days, considering I spilt coffee like 3 times and then all over my desk. So that's the problem. Something's telling me to not do something or pay attention, because here we are, coffee everywhere, camera lagging, no good. I need to invest in a new desk camera, that's for sure. All right. Getting our last puff stitch in. Look at that. All right, so there we go. There's our line. So now it should be good. You can see like it has that like really cute V almost look to it. And then we're going to grab our neutral color here. And we're going to do back loop, single crochets across. The easiest part. Yeah, I debated on doing some other like Halloween-y things today, and I was just like, I'm in the mood. I'm actually in the mood for pumpkins. I feel like that happens, right? So let me see. The rectangle we're going to make is going to be about like 7. Well, it's going to end up being like 7. Let's see. Oh, that's not telling me the actual... Ah, darn it. I was hoping that would tell me... Yes, because this should be like a small pumpkin. It's kind of the point. Just have like a little small one. So we'll have to see how wide we're going to want to make it so that it sits nicely. And then the nice part is with the rectangle pumpkins is you can really make them however big you want, because it's kind of like, okay, well, however many stitches you want to do in each row, and then however many rows you want to do, pretty much changes how large the pumpkin is. So it's kind of versatile. That's why I don't mind doing it this way, and then just having like some fun stitches to do instead of just double crochets or single crochets or whatever. Or half doubles. Because typically it'll be like, here's just like, just do a simple stitch. Whoopsies. Stay there, darn it. Alright, let's cut this piece. So it gets that out of the way. And then we'll come back and do more single crochets in the back loops. I kind of want to do all the colors. I'm not going to lie. I was going to only do 2, but now I'm like, well... but... I don't know if we want to go in color order. We could do it where it's just like every other is orange and then all of the other colors are in between. Get really fancy with it. You might as well, right? You could do a bunch of different stuff here. But yeah, I have been collecting and making a list of different stitches, like fancy fun stitches, not just like double crochet, single crochet. I mean, a lot of them are just going to be made up of those, but you know, collecting all of the fun ones that we can play around with. That doesn't look right. Something's funky. Is it this one? Is this right? It looks kind of good. I think it looks better on this side than this side. We'll keep going. We'll see how this goes. Unless I'm going into the back loop when I should be going into both, or yada yada. We'll go red next. It makes me feel like I should do back loop. I kind of want to say, I feel like I should do back loop. Like if we do a back loop here, I feel like that would look kind of nice. I guess we can look really quick, right? We might as well experiment and see if we like it. We can always go back. Because like the stitch itself, where the puff stitches are, it kind of feels like those shouldn't be in the back loops, or at least that's what this person alludes to. But now I'm kind of looking at it like, But what if we did do them in the back loop? So I'm going to just test this out really quick. Like, would I like that better? Having, like, the line here? Because you end up with this line here. And if I had this line here, I wonder if that would look nicer. Or if we're just going to make the pumpkin this way out, I don't care. I don't feel like I care as much. I guess that might end up being... I feel like this is going to be the front of the pumpkin. Because I kind of like that this, like, these parts are a little bit bumpier in between, too. Alright, fine. I don't know if it matters, though. I kind of want to do it back loops. This one can be my oops pumpkin, that's fine. All I'm looking at, by the way, is just the stitch. We're just making a rectangle with the stitch. And we're making our fun little pumpkin. So I'm kind of doing a bit of a trial and error process, as always. I think no matter what we do, this is actually going to end up looking pretty cute. Because it's a pumpkin, and it's going to have fun stitches, it's going to have fun colors, and that's all we really need. Keep wanting to, like, check my cameras here, because everything keeps feeling funky, and I don't know why. Hopefully it's alright with you guys. And you're getting your fun projects going, or done, or started even. There we go. I feel like I have a backlog of things that I need to do. getting things done like one thing at a time, but it's just like, oh my gosh. And then I have stuff I have to prepare for, and anytime we're like, if we're gonna go out of town, it's just like, oh my gosh. Too much to think about. Go. Okay. Get these all going. So now we're on to the next half of the stitch. So it actually makes that little puffed V. See, oh, you know what? That's probably why we want that. I'm gonna start over. I all of a sudden I'm like sitting here just going, I like the back loop idea, so I think I do want to do that with the orange too. Don't worry, we're gonna use the yarn I cut. But I don't know. My brain is just like, feel like I'm going to want to put that stitch there because I think it'll sit better. And instead of going into one part of it, I don't know. I'm like, I keep going back and forth like I'm doing something wrong. Something feels wrong all of a sudden. Oh, God. Trust my gut, right? Let's go back. We'll come back into this. If it wasn't wrong, that's also fine. Who cares? Trust ourselves. Keep it up. I'm gonna keep that part there, but I don't know. I feel like I need to do this. So I'm gonna go back loops here. Because I think that'll look better, especially if we want to debate on which side would look nicer to make the outside of the pumpkin. All right. I'm going to close the puff stitch this time. I just want to see the difference here. Hi, Harv. Can I help you? Where'd you go, babe? Why don't you come sit in your spot? Wanna come here? Come here. Up. I can't touch you from over there. He's like sitting back to back with me. I'm like, you can't sit there. Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized what it is. Oh my God, I can't read. I can't read at the same time as doing this. I think because I saw puff stitch. But she's doing, they're doing a modified puff stitch. So we're going to put it through again. They're going to go through 4 loops and then this loop. That is what they're doing. That's how they're modifying their puff stitch. Okay. I think that makes a lot more sense. Because that's why I'm like, something just doesn't look the same. Mine looks a little off-centered, and I think that's why it's a little off-kilter, because instead of going through all 5, it's all 4, and then the top one. Okay. We'll try it. I'm still doing back loops, because I think that's more fun. I'm having more fun going through the back loops. Okay. Go here. So then here, let me correct myself, I suppose. So what we're doing is the wheat stitch. And we are doing a modified puff stitch, so it's not just go through all 5 loops. Oh my God, what am I doing? You're going to go through 4 loops and then yarn over again and go through that final loop. Or final 2 loops, I should say. So 4 loops, final 2 loops. You've created your modified puff. That's what I get for not, you know, paying attention fully. This is why you have to read the stitch section, especially if they do it a little differently or if they modified anything. That's what you need to find out. It's half the time you hear puff stitch and then it ends up being very different in very different ways. Depending on the pattern you're using. So it's just a lesson. Okay, here we go. It's not too crazy of a week, I would say, though, otherwise. I feel like I'm getting some good stuff done. I think. Maybe. Maybe I'm just trying to look at it positively, but I'm just like, oh, there's still a lot to do. What am I saying? Can never seem to get ahead of myself. Okay. There we go. Nice. All right, so now we're going to the second half. Do it all again. And we'll see if this modified puff stitch makes an actual difference. It might. Just those small little details that could make all the difference in the world, right? Okay. So far, so good. I think so far, so good. It looks nice. You know, it's got the pretty look to it again. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god. Much better. That was going to be a very small puff. This will be fun too to find out, like, oh, is this going to be like a go-to pattern for like the pumpkins I want to make, or am I going to like different stitches or different color combos? Shit. When we knew that was gonna happen. It's fine. All right, let me grab this and then we'll do this one here. And grab some more orange. Just for these last 2 stitches. Because I ran out. Sadly. Because we modified how everything was working. All right, I'm just gonna leave these guys at the end here. That's fine. Very good. Bring our neutral back again. Yeah, see, today, nice and easy. Nice and easy, I should say. I think it's easy, but at the same time, I'm going, well, you already had to start over. Is it easy? Is it really? I mean, technically. Okay. We're just going to go down the line. I'm doing back loops. See, unless that makes that look funky. Maybe that like does look funky with the back loops here. Let me check. Because specifically for this, I thought it was back loop, wasn't it? Yeah, it is back loop. I don't know why it looks like funky to me. All right, well, we're going to continue with that then. Continue with our back loops, because that's what we like. And that's like how it makes it pretty stretchy. Typically when you do like the back loop only and then you kind of go back and forth and make rows that way, it actually makes like a nice stretchy material to use, which is pretty cool. A lot of ribbing and stuff will do back loops only. To help make that a little bit stretchier. What am I getting stuck on? There we go. So we're going back loops on this one and then the next row as well. So then in between, we're always going to have those 2 single crochet rows. Yeah, I'm hoping that these colors end up turning out looking really nice together. And then we can try out the other stitches as well to see which pumpkins that we're going to like better. Of course. Really? Why did that pop up all of a sudden? Hold on 1 second. It drives me nuts when it does this. It's like, don't move around. Don't do that. There we go. But yes, if you guys are working on projects, feel free, shout it out, what you're working on. Could be anything, doesn't have to be yarn related. Okay. Back loops. I think the red next makes the most sense, right? Or we can go with the green. Because I'm sitting here going like, it's the red too red. I mean, I guess if it is, we could go with that one that's more of a red and black mix, but... All right. There's the difference. I don't know, I think it's looking pretty. I think it does look pretty. I like that. So let's see, I need to cut this one. So we're going to go to our next color. Go back to red. We're going to do all of them. Make it super colorful and fun. Now this is back to our puff stitch, but I'm doing back loops only. Continuing our back loops only fun. So the only time we don't do the back loops then is when we do the second row with the puff stitch. There it is. Whew, could not find that back loop for a second. And when you do the puff stitch, you do want to kind of pull up a little bit so that you have like a longer strand there as well. And if they're looking uneven, you just kind of gotta to practice getting them to be at the same height each time you pull them up. Takes a little practice, just like everything else, right? There we go. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm doing a regular puff stitch again. See, this is, it's in my head to do a regular puff stitch. I got modified puff stitch. Bring it up. Bring it up. 4, 2. There we go. Ugh. Alright, now we're gonna get back into a rhythm. It's just like, I seriously just go straight to a puff stitch. Like a modified puff stitch. Modified. Let's go. There we go. We're gonna end up with some cute ones. Nice, whatever I'm comfy with? No, it's whatever the pattern needs. It's whatever the stitch needs. It's modified. I'm hoping it ends up being really cute, though. Because I don't know where the rest of our pumpkins are. I need to know where all my other crochet pumpkins are. So now I have to make more, because I don't know where that box is. And it'll be fine. I wanted to make more anyways. I wanted to make more anyways, just because there's always a fun, different way to make them, or different colors to use, and I can always find places all over the house to put pumpkins, right? Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. I still have to make my other craft with the plastic pumpkins where it's going to end up looking like a Highland cow. That's at least the plan, right? Plenty of space, yeah. Just decorations everywhere. Pumpkins everywhere. Every nook and cranny is going to have a tiny pumpkin on it. It's going to be one of those where I'm going to be like, all right, can you find all of the pumpkins that I've put around the house? If you find all of them, you get a prize. Well, that's what I was saying with the pumpkins. It's like you can have those up for a lot longer than just Halloween. So I feel like I can, you know? Happy Halloween Easter. Oh my god, you're still finding pumpkins? Is that what's gonna happen? I mean, it would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of funny. Okay. There we go. I think it's looking pretty. I think this is gonna look nice. I don't know. I keep second guessing myself, but I think it's going to. I think it's going to. Okay, second row of puff stitches. Let's do this. Looks good to you? All right. Well, that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters to me. We do have an ad starting in 30 seconds. I might just work through it for today, because I did not realize that that was already an hour. That's kind of goofy. We'll see how long we last today, right? Maybe we'll just make the one pumpkin. Or we'll make a whole flippin' patch of pumpkins. I just don't want my cameras to do anything goofy or go laggy again, because that was weird. Probably a good start. I mean, it is. It is, right? We gotta have like a whole pumpkin patch, though. I want so many pumpkins. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere. I could make so many pumpkins. I can just go leave them on like neighbors' porches. So they start finding pumpkins everywhere too. I always think it would be fun to do like have cute little crocheted things and leave them places for people to find and get and enjoy, and I always thought that'd be kind of funny. The new yarn bombing is pumpkin dropping. It's like, oh, where did this pumpkin come from? All right. Go here. Last modified puff on this one. See, we'll start flying through it again. It's fine. It's just because I made myself start over. It's just because I had this, like, need to make it look better. But I think that actually looks really pretty. You can look at it on this camera. You can look at it on this camera. I think it looks really pretty. I think it'll look fun as a pumpkin, too. Because what's going to happen is it's going to end up like, that's the poof part, right? So it's going to come around like this, and then you sew the edges, and it becomes a pumpkin. Okay. Going back to our neutral. Can take a small break. I don't even have my water up here now because when I spilled everything, if you didn't know, I spilled coffee all over my desk. Thus I was late. But oh man, was that frustrating. So I just had, of course, coffee everywhere. Fixed it up, so we're good, but oh man. That sucked. And so then I took everything out of here. Apparently including my water. Alright, so you guys are going to be coming back in 30 seconds if you had an ad. Or within that 30 seconds. You might not even have gotten one. Sometimes people are lucky, don't even get one. But I tried to throw those in top of the hour I was here. So we don't have to deal with them throughout the stream. Of course, Twitch always usually has its mind of its own, so Can't always control it, but I try to control it as much as I can. Alright, there we go. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for... I don't know, just hanging. We're going now on to our neutral color that goes in the middle, where we're just doing the single crochets in the back loops. And then we have to figure out whether we want to go... I think I'm going to go sage green next. And then the yellow. And then maybe we could do like a repeat of all 4. I don't know if all 4 colors would just be enough rows in general. I guess we could find out. But I'm thinking sage green next. For our next stripe. You like green? This is the green. Ta-da. I was trying to go with very muted fall colors. Because I think that would look really, really nice. What could be kind of fun is you do like a big pumpkin with all of the colors, and then you can do like the smaller pumpkins each with 1 color or even like 2, and then you could stack them or put them all next to each other to make like a little display or whatever, table. What is that called? All of a sudden I can't think. Centerpiece? Little centerpiece on the table. Alright, back loops again. We'll fix this guy up. I went with this neutral color because I figured it kind of has... I don't know how to describe it. It's a little bit more beigey gray than just like a white or a cream. Like this pumpkin is very creamy. But this has a more, like, gray tone to it. I don't know, I felt like that would look really nice. Thus all the choices on my desk. I have so many colors on my desk right now just to choose from and make all the pumpkins. Yeah, I think so, right? Love me a good stacked pumpkin. Oh my god, you're just being silly. I know you try. Of course you do. You do it very well. Alright. So we're doing sage green next, huh? So let's grab our color, because now we have both of those rows complete. Ta-da! That looks really pretty. I like this a lot. I like this stitch. This is a fun stitch. You could make a really thick sweater out of this stitch, I feel like. And it would be really, like, cozy, comfy. Subpar. Get out of here. No, you're not. Now you're being really goofy. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Here we go again. With our modified puff stitches. To make the pretty piece. This again, if you're just joining us, this is the wheat stitch. So we're making a giant well, I say giant. We're making a rectangle with the wheat stitch. We're going to turn that rectangle into a pumpkin. I did it again. Modified puff or pup? Puff. Like Poofy Puff. I don't know what a modified pup would be, honestly. It's already getting so dark out. I guess it's the season, right? Pup is better? I mean, pups are always better. That's just the truth. Considering this stream we're in. Well, thank you. Look at you. More compliments. Alright, so there we go. I like it. I like this color. This is a pretty color. This sagey color, I feel like, is just so easy to use in everything. There we go. One day I'll have my sage green kitchen. I still kind of like the idea of making it like a nice sagey green and then putting plants everywhere. Because I always have plants everywhere. Sage green and like a really pretty wood tone color. You get your butcher block counters, right? I think that would be really fun. It would feel very earthy, and I like that. Right? Super fancy. Okay. So I'm debating on what my next cryptid should be. Like, I know I still have to work on Nessie to make her work right. And then I want to do the jackalope. So I think those are my current two that I'm trying to get the pattern right, because that's, I don't know, it's difficult. Those guys are difficult for some reason. I guess because they're different shaped, right? I want to make sure we have the proper shapes with both of them, but still have the same look of our other cryptids. So I'm still working on getting those to look right. But then I'm like, oh, what's my next cryptid? I need like 1 million cryptids. For no reason. Other than I can. But I guess I should focus, right? Let's focus on the ones we don't know how we want to do them yet. Let's focus on the ones that need to be completed. And then we can worry about the next one. The Loveland Frog, is that the one where it's like Swamp Man? Like it's actually like a frog human? Hold on a second. I gotta look at this. Basically. Yeah. It's just a walking frog. It's like a giant walking frog man. He could be fun. It's a little funky, but I mean, it could be kind of fun to do, right? No idea. Not a clue. I'll have to think about this, because, like, that one's a weird one, but I like the idea of it, but also just a walking frog, you know? Frog man over here, having a good time, walking about. Easy peasy? Oh my god. You start crocheting and tell me it's easy peasy. We tried that. Long time ago. A long time ago. That was like at least 10 years ago now. If not longer, you tried to crochet. You were doing fine. It was kind of fun. It did not end well. I thought it was you were doing fine. That's okay. You can do your miniatures and your painting and all your fun house projects. I will make the frogmen. Which now just sounds absolutely ridiculous. But I do love my other ones. I love my Bigfoot and Yeti, and I love the Mothman. The Nessie is getting there. I feel like she's getting there. There was something I was just like, nah, the way it's made, I'm like, I need to change it up. I need to fix the pattern. So I'm probably going to try it a couple different ways until I get it right. And I think with the jackalope, I have it in my head, right? I have it in my head. I know what I want to do. I know what I need to do, and I think it won't be as bad once I actually just do it. Once I have the first one done, I think the jackalope's going to be really easy. He's going to need a derpy face. I think he will. The eyes will have to be like really far apart, very like the mouth will have to maybe open, like slightly open, mouth breather type thing. That could be kind of funny. Little spots all over him. Perfection. uh Does he have like a big tongue? Is it actually like a frog man that, you know, uses its tongue? That sounds really weird and gross, and I didn't mean for it to sound like that. But I mean, like, you know, like getting the flies. It's gotta go for the flies, right? I mean, I've never really looked into it. I've seen that one before. Because we were looking up a bunch of different cryptids at points, and this one, he's so weird. Wouldn't it make sense that he has like the long tail or tongue? I just would assume. I don't know about making a tongue though. Maybe we could get really fancy with that one, and it could be like a tongue, and then you could like open the mouth and it comes out. You can roll it up and put it back in the mouth. That might be too much. Okay. Guess I didn't mention, we are back to our neutral color. Yeah, I kind of want to try a bunch of different stitches now, because I still think the star stitch would be really pretty for the pumpkins. The one that we were using on the triangle shawl we were making on Sunday. And I'm just like, that could look really cute, because like the stars, they do go this way again. So like when you do this, I'm like, oh, that could look really pretty to have the stars. I guess I should have made tinier pumpkins. I'm making like a normal sized pumpkin, and I'm like, probably should have made a bunch of little ones just to test out the stitches. It's fine. Go big or go home. Oh no. You say that, and then that's how we end up with giant blobfish that I have on my my bookcase. I end up with them challenging me to make something massive. Haven't done one of those in a long time, but it could be kind of funny. I would like to make some more blobfish, because I think they're cute and silly. Blobfish itself, maybe not as, like, cute and silly. I mean, the only time we've seen it is when it's, like, you know, technically dead. I shouldn't be laughing. But we do like our sad blobs. Leaves a pretty corpse. Yeah, there you go. That's what that is. Yeah. The blobfish just big jelly thing. I mean, my blobfish is cute. I like my giant blobfish. It's a good pillow. And mine's based off of the one from Stardew. Is pretty much how I did it. It's like, I'm gonna base this off of this guy here, because a lot cuter. Okay, so we have our next color, which is gonna be like this mustardy yellow. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, I keep forgetting back loop only. So we can keep our stuff consistent. There we go. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll just make this guy tonight. Because I'm going to get hungry soon. I'm assuming. A lot of the times when we crochet, I end up getting hungry. Very easily. It's like, okay, you're working hard. Gotta go watch a couple Halloween specials, too. To get in the mood and... have those ready so I can record tomorrow, actually. It's hungry work. It is hungry work. And you're game for it? Perfect. Okay. Da-na-na-na-da-na. I got an edit too. I have so much to work on. So many projects. We might end up co-working tomorrow, I think. Can see what ends up happening. I do need to do the Phasmophobia before it's over. I don't want to miss out. I think they changed like something with that one. So it wasn't the exact same as last year. But I do know that I have a couple friends who may have missed out on getting their cards. So we'll have to see if they wanna play. There we go. Yeah, I like it with the yellow too. I think these are really nice colors together. This is looking really good. I'm happy. Uh-oh, slackers, right? It was actually kind of funny because he played with me and then he forgot to you're supposed to go in and click the moon or something. It was something really weird like that. It was just like, no, you actually did complete it. But you didn't touch the moon. So you don't get the thing. And it's like, well, that's kind of silly. So he was pissed, but still. That's what happens. Alright. There we go. Last modified puff here. Yeah, with how wide this ended up being, I do think we're going to have to go through them one more time, but we'll see. Because then it'll probably be like more like here, and when you're going to sew it this way, and then you sew the ends, and they kind of like sync up together, so you can see like that's exactly what we did here. And it makes a cute little pumpkin. It makes me happy. I just think it's like the best way to make the pumpkins. I don't know. That's just me. It's my favorite way to make the pumpkins. And I think they end up looking really nice. And since this is a part of our... It's going to become part of our series of checking out different stitches, and I kind of like the idea of finding different ways to utilize those stitches too. The ones I've made previously are good. You're looking at the like the little fox guy that's downstairs. Also the same way, done the same way, but made into a cute little woodland creature. I always wanted to make a raccoon like that, because I think a little raccoon pumpkin would be cute. Oh, what am I keep... Oh, no. I'm really modifying my pumpkins. What's up, Harvey? Do you need something? Why don't you go downstairs? Come here. Come here. Okay, he's just gonna stare at me from the hallway, apparently. I don't know what he wants. He does this to me every once in a while. He's probably like, Mom, I don't want you streaming today. I want to go cuddle on the couch, which is fair. I think that's a fair deal right there. I like this idea. Can I finish this pumpkin first, Harvey? Hey, don't be licking your paws. Okay. Like, he could come and sit with me. I'd like if he would sit with me on his bed. Then you guys could say hi and I can enjoy his company, but no. I'm just gonna stare at you from the hallway like a little gremlin. Harvey. Come here. Come here. Come on. There we go. There we go. What a good boy. What a good boy. Yes, we've got him, guys. He's here. In all his glory. The Harvey. The star of the show, right? Say I'm the star. Say I'm the star. You are the star. And you know you are. Aww. What a Dorcas. Gracing us with your presence, right? I was surprised he actually listened. Most of the time he doesn't listen to me. Most of the time it takes a lot of coercion to get him in here if he's not just in here on his own. Because he's going to be like, what do you want? Why are you asking me to come here? I don't trust it. But now we have the Harvey bubble. He gets his own little bubble, right? There we go. All right. So once we get to the end, we'll reevaluate and we'll have to see, okay, do we need to do a complete rotation again? I actually think the answer will be yes, but because I don't think this is going to be wide enough for a pumpkin. Because honestly, this is where we could end up stopping because we already have our 2 rows of that color. So it's definitely not wide enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a repeat of the orange, red, green, and then the yellow. And if you're curious at this point, like how is this going to work? You're going to sew it like this, and then we're going to scrunch it here. And we're going to sew those parts, and you're going to stuff it. Makes a pumpkin. Obviously, it's too skinny. So, or it's going to be a really tall gourd. Which, I mean, also kind of fun. You could make very different shapes of pumpkins. Really flat, wide ones. Tall ones. Tall, skinny ones. You know, really, really round ones are fun, too. It just becomes a squash. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just like Harvey's our little squishy squash, right? That's a good boy. All right. So back to the neutral. And now we repeat. I really like this stitch. I think it's a pretty one. I think it could make a bunch of pretty things too. Honestly, you know what's another one that I think I would make with this stitch is like a sleeve. Like a book sleeve would be really cute. Or like a little bag. A hat with this stitch. Also kind of fun. Now, with the hat, you could even do the same idea as we're doing with the pumpkin right now. But you just kind of take one side and you pinch it. And then you have the other side is open and it's a hat. That's it. That's all you need. So maybe I'll have to do more with this stitch because I like it. I like this one. Of course, it's a puff stitch. It uses a little bit of extra yarn. But that's okay. Then it's nice and cozy. Oh, that's what I was debating on doing. Should I start the game vote? Would you guys want that? I could start it, because for our gaming streams, we are going to need a new game, probably within the next month, that has like a nice, like a fun story to it. Because right now we're doing Subnautica Below Zero, and I'm pretty sure our next stream with Subnautica is going to be the end game. I really think that's end game. I don't think there's much more to do otherwise. I could eat my words, you know, I never know. But it feels like I'm coming up upon the ending, and we're going to need our next game. So I could start the game vote. And then you guys can vote every single day for like an entire month. Story game? Yeah, story game. So I guess, let me see. If I log in. we can just kind of like talk about the different games I have on here. I whitelisted the games for you guys to choose from. There's 18. I could have up to 25, but I picked 18. I probably should have narrowed it down more, but I picked out 18 of my games and I said, okay, which one are we going to do? And they're all sorts of games. They're all sorts of like moods and genres and probably different on like the length too. So like if we do a shorter game, that's fine because then we'll just pick another one. Like it doesn't have to be a 20-hour game like Subnautica, right? It could be a quick one, but I just think it's more fun if we all vote on them. I know, so many choices, so ridiculous. It's my ridiculous collection. I only ever get them on sale or for free, and that is what this collection is made of. How fun. I really like it. I'm gonna cut this one. So if I go down... We'll go down the line. It looks like it's all in alpha order. And then we can make a choice from there if we want to start it, or if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free, throw them out there. I'll let you know if it's actually an option for us to do or not, because I would be okay with it. But I figured, you know what, this is kind of like the perfect time for us to talk about it, because we're all a mix of gamers and crafters, and we kind of just like to hang out and chat, so I think it works out. So we are starting off with After Party, which is kind of like a game of, it's like doing a drinking game with the devil in a night, in a way. I guess that's the best description I can give you for that one, but there's like a whole story with it. Then we have a game called Beholder, where you, I think, are the landlord of like an apartment building and you're spying on everybody. So there's that one. Then we have Bilkin's Folly, which is a fun pirate adventure game. We had started that one before, but I was like, oh, maybe we could make that into like a full gameplay. Actually go through the entire story. You think you remember that one? Yeah. Then we have Children of Silent Town. I don't know if I remember this, what it's about. Oh my god, it's not going to come to me. I should just... Ow. Oh, I just bumped my elbow. I'm okay. I'm okay. I want to give like at least a small description of each one so you know what it is. It's a girl growing up in a village that's deep in the forest that is inhabited by monsters. People are disappearing. And it's time to investigate. So there's that one. I think I have a lot of like mystery investigation stories on this list. You'll see. But it's just like, I'm like, oh, this one's kind of a mystery investigation story too. I must have a bit of a theme going. So then the next one is Coral Island. This one is similar to Stardew Valley, since I'm listening to the music right now of that, where you kind of have your own little farm, but it's on an island that you can befriend people, and there's a whole story that goes along with it. We definitely started this one a long time ago when it was not fully out yet. They became fully out like a while ago at this point, but we haven't come back to it because my save got corrupted when they were doing a bunch of updates. So we never went back to it. But I was like, you know what? It's got to be on the list. Could be a fun story. And that one is going to be a very long one. Think like how long my Stardew Valley is going. That's going to be how long that one's probably going to end up being. We have Dave the Diver. Dave is a diver, and he finds things, and he goes down and, you know, collects stuff, sells it, It's kind of the premise. I think there might be shenanigans in that one, but we'll have to find out, right? Then there's one called Don't Escape. And it's more of like a point and click adventure game where you have to figure out how to escape the situations. That one actually has like a full series. So we'll have to see what the first ones are about. But that's kind of the basic idea. Then we have Dredge, where you have a boat and you dredge the water and you find things and you bring them back and you sell them, and there's a story, and it's kind of very atmospheric. But you know how much we love fishing in games, so there we go. It's all about it. Yeah, lots of ocean ones. There's a lot of like watery kind of things, you know, mystery adventures. All right, so I do also have a couple on here that we've started them before, but we never completed them. So I'm like, well, of course they have to be on here because then I have to be forced to finish them, right? That's going to be the whole idea. So Hollow Knight is on here. That's the next one. And we had started that one. We got partially through it, and then I think we ended up having something go on. So we're like, oh shoot, we can't go back to Hollow Knight yet. And then it just became one of those things where time got away from us and we never went back. So I would like to revisit Hollow Knight again. So that is on there, and you're like a little bug guy in that one, and you fight, and it's like platforming and all of that fun stuff. Need to do Silk Song as well? We would have to then, right? Okay, so then the next one after that is more of a card game. But then there's like all this other stuff happening with it, and this one's called Inscription. This one might be a little bit more spooky. Very atmospheric. Gotta find all of the hidden things going on in that story. See, I told you I have a lot of games that I like want to play, and I've gotten them for like really good sales, and I'm just like, we need to play these. Otherwise, I'm going to play them without you. And that's just how it's going to go. I'm going to have to look this one up. Hold on. Because I have to remember every single one of them. This is another one of those like mystery games. It's like a small town. It's like a hand-drawn looking game. You're a detective. That you have to like solve this whole murder mystery. And I like those kinds of things. That's just my go-to. So that's what Rain... Oh, did I even say what it was called? That's Rain Swept. The game called Rain Swept. Oh my god. Yeah. You're sitting here going, which one am I gonna vote for? And it's, you get to vote. You get to vote every single day. You could vote for like different things every single day just to see what wins. The next one's called Strange Horticulture. It's like they call it an occult puzzle game. You have a plant store. You have to identify plants. You can pet your cat. And there's apparently some dark mysteries attached to this place. All right, the next one is also a murder mystery called Pings Creek's Killings. I feel like I don't even have to explain that one too much. It's a murder mystery, all right? It's another murder mystery called Payne's Creek Killing. Then we have Thimbleweed Park. I think that's also a murder mystery. I'm apparently wanting to do a murder mystery. I didn't realize how many I had. Oh my god. it's like hilarious to me. But yeah, this is like it's another one, right? We have another strange town mystery adventure. It gets weird. It's gonna be fun. Jesus. Okay. Then we get to another one that's a bit more emotional. We started this probably the first year I started Twitch. I had started this game, got pretty far into it, never finished it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happens. I don't know why these things happen. But they do. So we have Unravel, where you're a little yarn guy and you go through different memories and stories. It's a very emotional game, but it's very cute and it has yarn in it. So it's an option and it could be fun. And you kind of do little puzzles and things to get to the next areas and stuff. Let's see, we have 2 more on our list. We can keep going. Hi, Kybe. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hello, hello. How is your Whip Wednesday? I hope you're doing well. So then we have We Happy Few, which is kind of a dystopian game where people wear like these masks and hide their emotions. Very interesting, could be kind of fun, could be kind of wacky. And then we have another one called Witchwood, which I feel like I need to get the actual description for it. Witchwood, a crafting adventure game. Gothic fables and fairy tales. And you like brew stuff and you make things and casts. It's great. So there's another one. So I think that one's supposed to be pretty long, actually, too. So those are all 18 of the games. We have 18 games on this list. If you have anything else that I should add, feel free and let me know. But I might start the game vote, because we're going to need one after Subnautica Below Zero. You love that game? We Happy Few is awesome. That's what I've heard. That's why I was just like, I need to play this one. It looks cool. Did I say Little Nightmares? Little Nightmares was supposed to be on my list. It is. I think I skipped it by accident. Also, Little Nightmares is on my list. I haven't played it. I haven't gotten to play it. Oh yeah, there's a whole list. I have 18 games on it. And I'm gonna, there'll be a link so you can actually see all of the items on the list, but I was just going through it because I was just like, I have a lot. And I can have up to 18 on the whitelist, and I think that's just like the easiest way for me to do it. It's just to put a bunch of games on there. This is how we've done it before, where you guys got to pick the game that we play next. So I think it's just it's a good one, right? It's a 10 out of 10. Also, I've heard this. We rated a fellow streamer who was playing the newest one, because I know that there was a new one that just came out too, so it's kind of crazy. but yeah, so I'm kind of tempted just to start it, because I think it might be time. It might be time. There we go. Also, for anybody who is just joining us, we are making pumpkins. And we're making them with fun stitches, and we're making them into, like, rectangles, and then we're going to put them together to make the pumpkin, similar to this guy here. But this one's is just, I think it was half double crochets. I want to say half double crochets with this guy. But I was like, but if you do it with, like, the fun stitches, like, this is the wheat stitch, you know, you can get, like, some really cute and like really pretty looks to your pumpkins. So I was like, we gotta do it because I've been like on a kick of finding fun stitches and I don't know, doing things with them. But then I figured, because since we're just kind of repeating what we're doing, I just started talking about games and our game vote that I'm putting together. If I start it, it ends in a month. I'm like, do I want to start it yet? Probably. I probably just should. Get it going, right? I should have that whitelist somewhere too, so you guys can actually get it to start. All right, we have all of our responses. What if I just hit the button? I kind of just want to hit the button. I can't sit here and talk about it and then not actually hit the button, right? I did it. I hit the button. All right, so... I say I hit the button, but I have, like, none of this. None of it. There you are. Haha. All I have to do is turn on the commands, because I already have them there. It makes things so easy. I love it. There you are. Perfect. But yeah, if you want to cast your vote, you do !vote, space, and then the game of your choosing. And like I said, if there's something not on the list and we go, oh my god, but Rach, you have to play this game, I could either add it to the list. I'm okay with doing that. It just has to be voted on, you know? Okay, so we're going back to our neutral color. And then what, red next? Yes, it is. So many fun harvesty colors. I like it. Okay, put that there. Oh, I guess I could just... Whoa-bam. Easy. But I think it's a fun way to do it. I like how it works. Alright, so... Oh wait, no, we're doing back loops. This is back loops time. Single crochet back loops. 2 rows. For our in-between. Keep it stretchy. But hey, if you guys are working on any fun projects for Whip Wednesday, let us know what you're working on. Are you playing a game? Because we are talking about games as well. Feel free, let us know. What fun games are you playing? I figured at some point this week I was going to start it. Like, I feel like I have to, right? Or at least you guys can check out the whitelist, and then we can always restart it at the end of the week. But this is a good way to check out what's a possibility for the future. Like I was saying, we do have a lot of mystery games on there. A lot of puzzle mystery games, which I think are fun. And these are all, like, the story-driven things. It's kind of the idea. Bunch of little adventures. And if we do a shorty, that's okay. Because we can always... Then we just pick the next game afterwards. But... a couple of them that I have to come back to, and either we'll probably start over. We'll see how it goes. But like a couple that I have to start over and replay, which I think would be fun and actually complete. Uh, I blame it was me starting out streaming is why I didn't finish Unravel. That's exactly why, because it was just me trying to go, okay, what games do I want to play on stream, and I didn't know what would be best. So I was just trying anything and everything at the beginning. And then here we are, and we're still doing that. Because it's more fun. Definitely start over, need the full experience. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Because otherwise I'll be confused, right? Play what I feel like? What do you mean? No, we gotta vote on it. That's what it's there for. Chat can cope? We're just like, oh, screw it. No, we don't get to vote anymore? I just play my next game? I get to choose it? I mean, I could choose the next one. We could do every other game you guys get to choose. Or we could make it husband chooses my next game. Then it's on you. Then it's your choice. How about that one? Yeah, you can pick. What would you pick out of all of those games? Or all the games I guess we have. What would you pick for me to do? I guess I could even pick some of those Switch games that we have. I've always talked about wanting to do those too. I don't have those on there. But those could be options technically too. Dave the Diver, that's the one. Is this it? Are we just doing the husband picks? What if I told them that? What if I was just like, okay, so in lieu of doing chat chooses my next story game, I went with husband chooses it. Do you think they'd be mad? You guys mad? Also, if you do get hungry, let me know, because I can always stop. These always take longer than I think they will. Oh wait, what am I doing? I mean, it would be really cool if I could get at least one pumpkin finished, but still. Come at me, chat. Oh my god, you're gonna take the heat. You would. You're not afraid of them. They don't even know who you are. You're just Emoji Man. It's not midnight Wendy's unless it's midnight. Oh my god. Alright. We're so far on to red. Only. We still have 2 more colors after this to get through. I think we will. I think we can do this. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Alright, fine. You know they'll just take it out on me. It's funny because a couple of the games on here, not a lot of them, but a couple of them do come with crowd control. Like crowd control has done their thing and of course made the possibility for chat to, drive me crazy. Now, the thing is though with those games, I don't know if I would want to have it on. Maybe for like different events or something, but I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I did the dumb thing of when I first played Subnautica, I turned on crowd control and I had it on the entire time. And people were teleporting me. They were bringing me Leviathans. It It was horrifying, but I got through that entire game. I think there was only one moment where there was almost a full spoiler, and they teleported me super deep into the water and into like this area that you weren't supposed to see until like super later, and I died. So it was probably a good thing I died. But I was like, where am I? What is this? What is going on? And they're like, no, spoiler! They felt really bad, but it was so funny. So I'm thinking with the other games, I probably shouldn't do that. But we can always see what other silly crowd control games we have. I have a good collection. I think it's 3. I want to say 3 of them. I'm opening it because now I'm going to say it. 3 of them that are on the list that I gave you guys has crowd control abilities, which is kind of ridiculous. That shouldn't sway you, but it could. I suppose it could. Why is that coming up twice? That's weird. It shouldn't come up twice. I just noticed that. It's probably been doing that for months and I only just noticed it now. Oh, we did Raft too. We played all of Raft. I forgot we played all of Raft with crowd control on. We need to play Raft again with crowd control because that would be fun. I liked that one. But the ones on the list is Dredge, Hollow Knight, and Inscription. All of those actually have crowd control abilities. I said that as the ad starts. Of course. Okay. Let's get our red finished. We gotta get this guy done. I'm taking too long now because I'm distracted by chit-chatting. Right, Harvey? I'm glad you came to join us. I like having you here. He's so comfy. He moves that blanket completely off, and then he just wants to, like, put his head under it. He's very silly. That has been his go-to lately, is just to, like, kick the entire bed off of this thing over here, or to move the blanket. He doesn't want to lay on the blanket. I was like, but the blanket seems cozier to lay on. I don't know. He's goofy. He's very particular, and he's so spoiled. He can get whatever he wants. There we go. This is probably a good time if you need to stretch, take a break, get up, move around, get something to drink. Perfect time for it. Okay. All right. Get through it. I think this is going to be a better width. Oh, there you go. You guys should be back now. Hello. Welcome back. Don't mind me. Finishing up the red again, and then we're going to move on to the green. Look at that. It's looking so nice. I mean, I don't think I need to block it. I was like, part of me is like, am I gonna need to block this before actually turning into a pumpkin? I don't think so. I like to block everything now because I just feel like everything sits better after it's blocked. I need to calm down. If you missed it, considering I said it right as the ad started, the games on the crowd control list, the three are Inscription, Dredge, and Hollow Knight. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, the thing is, with all of those, I have a feeling it's like and with everything crowd control, right? You can either help or hinder the streamer. That's kind of the whole point. So it's a little scary having it turned on. Okay. That should... Yes. Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing okay on time. It's not the best, but... It's because we're trying something new, of course. Doing something fancy. Alright. You know, it's kind of funny because you'd think I'd have games like Skyrim and Oblivion on that list, and I'm just like, no. Those get to be played whenever the hell we feel like it. We don't play those probably in order. That gets played with crowd control. Playing those fully would take probably many, 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 many hours. I don't think that would be a good option. I mean, it could be a fun option, but I don't know. I keep going back to that, like, how do I not have something like that on there? But that I'm doing on my own. I've been playing Skyrim again, and it feels good. It feels good. It's fun. And I like to play that one with, like, just at my leisure. With you guys, though, it's really fun to come up with a silly character and then have them try to do stuff, because you always are constantly causing cheese explosions and ridiculous things and teleportations. It's very fun. But that's why I'm kind of thinking, I know I've been like rambling on about this for probably too long, but I'm thinking that we won't play it with crowd control. I know he left us. Mean. He's probably coming down by you. Okay. This is definitely becoming a better width than we had before. And it's nice and thick, so this is actually a really good one, because if you did like if you did any sort of like lacy pumpkin, right? If you're going to stuff it, you're going to need to have it probably inside of some sort of fabric piece or like a sock or whatever so that it doesn't come out or you don't see it inside. So you'd have to have it like have some sort of lining. But when it's nice and thick like this, you aren't going to be able to see the stuffing when it's stretched, which is really good. So if we did do the granny square one, right, I have this feeling it's going to be a little lacy holy. Oh, there you are. You're just scratching. Hey, careful. Careful, babe. All right, so next is green. Yeah, I know. You need your pill. I get it. He wants his peanut butter spoon. Don't ya? Okay. Keep it up. Keeping it going. But I do think I want to. I think that's what my plan will be, is to make this one, maybe a few other ones with the same stitch but like different colors, or we different like color combinations, different sizes, and then I'll even do the other stitches we were talking about, where we could either do the granny stitch, even though I'm like, if we do the granny square pumpkin, I'm still wondering if it's going to be a little too lacy, but we'll see how that goes. As well as doing the star stitch one. I think the star stitch one is thick enough that that would come out really cute. It's all those, it's the stitches that are kind of turned on the side. So I gotta see if there's other ones that we could try too, but I like these. Okay. This one here. Got our modified puff stitch. There we go. But anyways, what are you guys working on? Anything fun? I'm over here just rambling on. I hope you guys are having a really good week. I know it is like midweek check-in as well, since it is a Wednesday. So you gotta check in, say, okay, how am I doing? Am I getting what I want done? Am I feeling all right? How can we make either the week better or keep up the good work? Always a good thing to look at. Rambling lady. Yeah, that's right. Still have a pulse. Wow, okay. That's that's something, I guess, right? That's a good thing. That's something. Yeah, that's something. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, my nose got really itchy all of a sudden. Okay. Sorry. Great minds. Yeah, really. You must have been typing that as I said it. He's not in the room with me. I'm telling you right now. Oh, God. Okay, so there's our first half of green. Cut this guy. Get you out of there. We're getting a knot forming for some reason. None of you need to be touching. Look at this. Like, why is this happening? In fact, we're done with red and orange, so you guys can sit there now. we go. I'm also trying to finish up our Bates Motel build. I was gonna make a video on it. I was just going through and trying to find like all of the crazy items that we're gonna want to use. I was trying to make all of the hotel rooms the same for now, and then go through and like change them up just a little bit different to make it a little bit more interesting. But I'm enjoying that build a lot. I think it's a lot of fun because I like building in The Sims. So I hope you guys enjoyed at least helping me start it off. I figured we'll put the rest of it in a fun video on YouTube. And maybe we could even play in it, because there's a few different ways we could play this. You could have an apartment, right? You could make it like an apartment complex, and you could be like the nefarious owner. Or you could make it like the new getaway system. I wonder if that would work with it. We could definitely test it and try it. I don't know how great the Bates Motel would be to go and have a getaway. Do it? Oh no. I love it. We must. There we go. I almost, and I kind of want to, play Zombies Ate My Neighbors on stream. I felt like it would be a fun one for us to play. I don't know, I might have to get like an emulator for it though. Because I don't actually have that one, and I think the version that's on Steam is the SNES version. I don't want that version. I want the Sega version. The Sega version's better. I will stand by that. But I don't know, I'll think about it, because that could be something that we end up doing too. I'm just like thinking, because like the only reason my brain went to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, yeah, is because of Psycho, and Psycho is one of the other episodes on my podcast that we've done, and Zombies Ate My Neighbors is another one. So I was just like, that could be kind of funny. Let me go down that card and see what happens. It does have better music. I'm telling you right now, if you look up the music, if you listen to the music, you will hear the difference. And that's just because of like the 16-bit, changes and everything. But it's still, it matters. I think it matters. The sound design 100% matters, especially with that game, especially with the nostalgia you get with that one. All right, I'm going to stop because I will start just... It'll sound like the podcast. I don't need to do that. You guys can listen to that when it comes out. But yeah, so I'm trying to work on the hotel so I can get at least part of it and then be like, okay, so now we'll finish it up, right? We have the whole house to build too, which is crazy. I don't think it's gonna be too hard. Like, I have like the full idea to get it done, right? Give them a sneak peek if they haven't downloaded it yet. Yeah, right, exactly. Me just rambling on like it is the podcast. Here, in fact, just in case. I had to. I must. It's too fun, and I want to make sure that people come and enjoy it, because we put too much work into all of the content we make, and I want to make sure people are enjoying it. And it gets out there. And it's a good time. It's a good time to be had by all. All right, we're almost to our last color. And I think that should be big enough to make our pumpkin. So this is perfect. So our last color is going to be our mustard yellow. And then we're going to put our pumpkin together. It's going to look so cute and so pretty. You're going to want to make one yourself. Or you're going to want to get yourself one. Okay. Okay, green is complete. We have this. Let's get our yellow. Let's see. So just the 2 more rows, and then we'll sew it all together. There we go. Woo! I know, we're getting down to the wire here. See if I can't make it in time. Of course, I started late, so you guys get that extra half hour. In my mind, you're getting an extra half hour. It's going to be the full 3 hours, but still. I'm surprised this took me that long. I feel like if I wasn't streaming, it would take me a little less time, because I'm over here chit-chatting, looking up games, talking about stuff, sitting at my desk. Sitting at my desk, I feel like everything takes longer, too. I don't know why, but it does. I think it's just the way I'm sitting. Ooh, doing that Day of the Tentacle inspired square yesterday. So with the pattern test I did for my friend, which spoiler alert, the pattern comes out soon. She wasn't even talking about it, so that should be coming out like at the end of the week. But I did one that was like the portal from Day of the Tentacle. If you've ever played that game, another LucasArts game, of course. And I'm like, now I really want to do something that's like very Day of the Tentacle themed. Which is really silly, but also kind of fun. So I'm like, that's actually kind of a fun idea. What do I do? How do I do this? Could even just make tentacle. Make green and purple. There we go. But anyways, see, I'm very game centric when it comes to everything, it feels like. So I can't help but talk about video games when we're doing crafts. The other one we did was like the green ones that you had me do. I really do like how the green looks. It's really fun. I made a second one of those because I was like, oh, what if I put it with the yellow border? Kind of liked it, but I don't know if it was the right yellow. Games are fun. You and I are both big gamers. This is just what happens. Okay. Last row. This is it. This is the last row. And this is the wheat stitch, and I think it's working up super pretty, super well. This is our life always and forever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're gonna be old and crotchety and playing video games and crocheting and being giant dorks and going on Wendy's midnight runs. Or whatever's open at that point in time that we enjoy eating. Oh, God. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. We're almost there, guys. I mean, then I still have to sew it, but still. It feels like a mild accomplishment, right? I don't know if you made this along with me, but I hope yours has turned out really pretty as well, because I like mine. So we're going to see if this is enough rows for it. I mean, at this point, I am locked in that this is the amount of rows for my pumpkin. If you're making one too, you could also stop here and that could be your pumpkin. Or if you're like, no, 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 it needs to be wider, make it wider. Mine will because you're making it. Oh my God. Okay. There we go. Yes, this one is for Pinguino. This is his pumpkin. All right, so we have it. There's it. There it is, guys. It's pumpkin. You see it? You see the pumpkin? That's it. All right, bye-bye. See you later. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I might just sew this side together with the yellow. So I want to make sure it's long enough. Oh, I guess what we could have done... it's too late now. I already cut it. Options. You could slip stitch down the side, or you could sew it like I'm about to do. What happened to... Uh-oh. I've lost it. It's fine. I'll just pull... oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, we're good. And I'm going to sew it in the back loops just like we have been doing, because I want to keep that nice and consistent as well. So we're going to sew our sides together. First, let's see. Let me check which way I want to do this. So that's that, and then we'd come back here and it would be, yeah, okay. Don't know. I mean, I guess we could just kind of... I don't know which way I want to do this. Or what stitch I would like to use to sew it together. I guess we could try to hide it. But I want to make sure I'm only doing the back loops on this one. Sew it all together. See, it is hard work. I'm getting tired. I mean, it is hard work. I will admit that. The amount of work I tend to put into my crafts, I will wear myself out very easily. I have a couple sewing projects set up right now. I just have to get, I have to get a couple more things of fabric for one, and then I have to cut the other and actually start sewing it up. I'm very, very excited to just go in there and do it. I kind of just, those, like, I want to do a couple of things with you guys. If we can get to enough subscribers for the month, that is one of our unlockables, then I will do a sewing stream with you guys. I just feel a little more self-conscious about it, and it's a bit more setup having to do that. And then we could do that some more, but like right now it's just kind of like my go in there and sew and just kind of relax and do that on my own. I guess I need a couple crafts that I can just do by myself, right? I do have a painting project I have for you guys to do together, so maybe we could set that up soon, because I would like to get that in. So what? Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you're so funny. You actually are very funny. I appreciate that. But I have a couple quilt type projects to do. I have some other cute little bags and like a doll that I'm trying to get that and make that. So what? Lots of stuff. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, so we have that side sewn up. I actually left this long enough I could even use it on the bottom here. So here's our pumpkin. It's a very rainbow pumpkin. I didn't even think about that. Oh, look, there's like my fall... Oh, it's gone. My fall sweater in like the same colors just popped up. I guess we'll sew it together, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to go through each row, and I'm going to cinch it closed on the bottom here. And hopefully we'll have a good-sized pumpkin that we can absolutely love. Because I feel like that was like the right number of rows and everything for us. if you wanted this to be a hat, I think it would need another set of those colors. Because it probably would not be big enough to put on a head unless it's for a kid. This could be like a baby hat. Baby pumpkin. Yeah, we always like a baby pumpkin. Oh my god, I still remember when I did a show. I did on like a market, right? A craft show or whatever. And I had a bunch of baby pumpkin hats, and this woman came over with her like newborn baby, grabbed the hat, put it on the baby, and went, "Oh my god. Well, now I have to buy it." And it was just the funniest. It was just the way she did it. Like, oh my god. I knew it was going to be so cute. That's what you do. That's what you get with the baby pumpkin hats. You put it on. It's too damn cute. But see, you can see how this is a hat, right? Like, I mean, I don't think you could even do the brim. There it is. All right, guys, we didn't make a pumpkin. We made a hat. This stitch is so cute for a hat. Like, that's adorable. I like that a lot. Anyways, I digress. Totes adorbs, yeah. Yeah. That part to get too tight. I think we're okay. Come on. Close. All right. So that's that. Let me grab. I don't know if this is enough stuffing. I have some strings of yarn. Just throw that in there. I need some more. I haven't opened this bag yet. Okay. Oof, brand new stuffing for this pumpkin. Let's go. Ah! Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's the problem with having all my rings on when I craft, is I'm going to ruin everything. Okay. So, you want to stuff it pretty decently, really. You don't want to overstuff it. You could technically overstuff this pretty easily. I mean, with any amigurumi, right? You could overstuff it, but you don't want it to get too puffy. You could even go through and do like the lines to really bring it back down, but I think I'm gonna skip doing that with this guy. If anything, I'm gonna go through the middle like I did with this little one over here, and it'll kind of just push the middle together. You'll see. All right, I think I'm gonna use this color. Just sew this part up. I don't have my, well, I don't have the brown next to me, or I would make the stem. I could just sew it on later. I want to see what this looks like, just fully completed. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ah, that was silly. All right. So go through here, and again, we're gonna do the same thing where we're gonna like just go through each row all the way around, and we're gonna cinch it closed. And then we'll have the newest member of our pumpkin patch. It's like when I got up, I should have grabbed the brown too, so I could have made the stem. Because another way to do this, you could go around and just decrease all the way around over and over again to get it closed, but nah. I might just make a little stem and sew it on. I think that would be better for this one at least. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. I like to pull both ends and just kind of pull it tight, and we'll see if this is too much or too little stuffing. Oh, I really like it. Oh, I think it's so cute. I'm gonna take a little bit out. Oh, I really like this. Oh, I guess I never really picked an in or out, because like this could be the inside, right? Or we could have flipped this inside out too and made this the outside. I think I like the other, but let's see, because now I'm kind of curious what that would look like. So we get a whoopsies. So we have an option of making this the outside. You think you like the first way too? Yeah, I think I liked that way the best. Yeah, I think I like the other way better. So we're gonna turn it back. Turn it back. Turn it back. Go back. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Restuff it. Just get it in there. I'm gonna tie this and then close her up. And then what I like to do is go through either side and just kind of sew the sides together a little bit extra, just so it's nice and snug. This part's going to be hidden anyways, so it's not too big of a deal. Get in there. Stop coming back out. What are you doing? we go. Go back onto this one. But definitely helps keep it closed a little bit snugger, a little bit easier. Look at that. Okay, so now if you did want to do what I was talking about, you can pull this all the way through to the bottom. And it kind of, see, it pulls it in a little bit. It gives it that more of a, that pumpkin-y shape. And that's where you're going to want it to be like nice and tight, right? So if we pull both of these ends in. And a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll sew back and forth so that it keeps it nice and snug. So we'll come up and we'll make sure we go up through one of the rows and pull it tight, and then we'll go back down the opposite side and come back up. And I just do it a few times. There we go. Till it feels like it's wanting to stay. And for now, I'll probably keep these at the bottom because we do need to make our stem. But we have our pumpkin. We have what we came here to make. Look at how cute. I really like that. That's really pretty. Look at, we can stack our pumpkins. We can make a stack of pumpkins. See, I like the idea of having like the plain one with it. You could totally do that. You could even get some like little leaves or sunflowers to put with it and make a really pretty centerpiece. This looks like a cute pillow too to lay on. Like a pillow like this. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah, we have a pumpkin. And I like that. I like doing that with the wheat stitch. I think that's really pretty. So then all we have to do is make a cute little tube stem. I don't know how big I'd want it. Probably a little bit bigger, because like this guy's got a little guy, right? But I think this one needs one that's a little bit bigger. And they're made similarly, where they were just rectangles, and then you just kind of sew them together. I think that's so fun. We made our pumpkin. I did it. Huzzah! Huzzah! Put them both right there so you can see them. Oh, but thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed our pumpkin shenanigans. We'll have to make more for our pumpkin patch, of course, because we want it to be a massive, pretty pumpkin patch, right? But, oh my gosh, we'll have to see what other stitches we'll want to do if we just want to keep doing this one, because this one came out so pretty. I was very pleased with how this one came out. I like it. But yeah, I think it's time to get out of here. What do you mean? Application error. What is this application error? Go away. I'm not even, it's not there. I'm ignoring it. But make sure. Dang it. I swear. I am out of it today. I don't even have anything set or ready, but you know, it's fine. Just make sure you're following me on all my socials. Check out the podcast, rate, review, subscribe, share it with your friends. All of that good stuff. A lot of good stuff for the Halloween season, so check it out. We also have a Discord where you can join the really cool community that we have. I also have a YouTube channel where I put up all my VODs, and have some other fun videos there. So check it out, subscribe, it's free, it's fun, it's great. But for now, yeah, at least it waited till the end. Yeah, really, right? Like, what is that? Application error. I don't even know what application you're talking about. It's gotta be one of my my alerts. I have no idea which one it is. See? It's one of my alerts. Anyways. For now, myself and my cute pumpkin and my little pumpkin stack now that we have are gonna say keep crafting, keep gaming, stay lazy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. See you guys later. Bye. Wow, we hit the end of the song and everything at that one. That was kind of funny. Perfect. Bye.